New Release Tuesdaze with your host, Beat After Beat. Much love out there. All you wonderful subs all around the world. Thank you for showing up. Please like, subscribe, and share out this video. Appreciate it to the fullest. We have a boatload full of in-your-face, out now new releases for you this evening. They are out right now as we speak. New album releases here at Beat After Beat. Thank you for coming to the show. This is a pre-recorded show. Thank you all for showing up. And let's get to it. Out now, in your face albums as we speak. And this is a pre-recorded show. Let's dig in. 38 Special is back with Milestone. 38 Special, often stylized as a .38 Special or spelled out as 38 Special, is an American rock band formed in Jacksonville, Florida in 1974 by singer-guitarist Donald Newton, Donnie Van Zant, and Richard Donald, and Don Barnes, and Richard Donald, Don Barnes. Their new album is Milestone on the 38 Special record label. Up next, we got Benny Sings. Benny Sings, Tim Van Berkstein, better known by his stage name Benny Sings, is a Dutch pop musician, songwriter, and producer from the Netherlands. Since 2003, he has released 10 studio albums, including his most recent album, 2003's Young Hearts, and on Stone's Throw Records. He has since collaborated with many artists worldwide like Mac DeMarco, Maki, and Rex, Orange County. That is Benny Sings with Beat Tape 3. That is the album. On Stone Throw Records, Black Lips. Black Lips is an American garage rock band from Atlanta, Georgia, formed in 1999. Season of the Peach is their album on Fire Records. Brent Fayaz, Fayaz, Brent Fayaz, Christopher Brent Wood, known professionally as Brent Fayaz, is an American singer, songwriter, rapper, and record producer. Fayaz rose to prominence following his guest performance alongside Shy Glizzy on Goldlink's 2016 single Crew. The song peaked at number 45 on the Billboard Hot 100, received octuple platinum certifications by the Recording Industry Association of America, IRAA. He was nominated for Best Rap Song Performance at the 59th Annual Grammy Awards. The following year, Fayaz released his debut studio album, Sander's Son, 2017. He is noted for his sly vocals and atmospheric slow jam productions, along with occasional rapping. That is Brent Fayaz. The album is called Icon. Icon is the third studio album by the American R&B singer Brent Fayaz, not released through ISO Supremacy and United Masters on September 19th, 2025. Its production was handled by A.R. Childozzi, Michael Era, Elliot Davey, Emmanuel Art, Hardheaded, Jordan Ware, Legion, Nascent, and is expected to feature several other producers. The album serves as a follow-up to Fayez's debut mixtape Larger Than Life 2023 and his second studio album Wasteland in 2022. We have no record label for Brent Faiyaz, but the album is out, and the album is called Icon. Cardi B, Valkalis Marlensis Almazar. I'm butchering these names. I do apologize. I'm not very good with names. Known professionally as Cardi B, is an American rapper born and raised in New York City. She is noted for her unfiltered public image and lyrics, first gaining recognition on Vine Instagram, and has a cast member on VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York. Cardi B released her two mixtapes between 2016 and 2017, and her album is Am I the Drama? Am I the Drama is a second studio album by American rapper Cardi B. It was released on September 19, 2025 by Atlantic Records. This serves as the follow-up to her debut album Invasion of Privacy in 2018. The album includes features from Summer Walker, Selena Gomez, Lizzo, Cash Copain, Janet Jackson, Kyla, and Megan Thee Stallion. To promote the album, Cardi B will embark on the Little Miss Drama Tour in 2026. There you have it, Cardi B, Am I the Drama on Atlantic Records. Cardiacs are an English rock band formed in Kensington upon Thames by Tim Smith and his brother Jim in 1977. Under the name Cardiac Arrest, one of Britain's leading folk rock bands. Cardiac sound folded in genre including art rock, progressive rock, art punk, post-punk, jazz, psychedelia, and heavy metal, all of which was topped by Smith's vocals and hard to decipher lyrics. The band's theatrical performance style often incorporated off-putting costumes and makeup, complete with on-stage confrontations. Their sound and image made them unpopular with the press, but they amassed a devoted following. That is the Cardiacs. The album's called LSD. LSD is the sixth and final studio album by the English rock band Cardiacs, released on September 19, 2025. Recording began in 2007, following lineup changes with the Ditsy Scene EP released by Org Records to tease the album. It was originally planned to be released in October 2008, with planned singles in August and November, an autumn tour, a radio session with Mark Riley, and a reissue of the concert film All That Glitters is a Mars Nest, 1992. Cardiac with the album LSD on Alphabet Business Concern Records. Chase Rice. Chase Rice is an American country rock or country music singer, songwriter, and reality television personality. He first came to prominence in 2010. He was a contestant on Survivor, where he was the runner-up to Judge Fabio Berza. In the same year, Rice began focusing on a career in country music. Later, he co-wrote the Diamond-certified single "Cruise," performed by Florida Georgia Line. Chase Rice with the album Eldora. Up next, we got Currency. Shantae Scott Franklin, better known by his stage name Currency, is an American rapper born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. He signed with the local record labels Cash Money Records and Young Money Entertainment in the mid-2000s, but parted ways with both without any major releases. He signed with DD172 to release 4 albums before signing with Warner Records to release his 5th album and major label debut, Weekend at Bernie's, in 2011. In February of that year, he founded the record label Jet Life Records. There you go, Currency with the album 915 on Jet Life Recordings. Up next, we got Dead, D.E.D. D.E.D. is an American nu metal band from Tempe, Arizona, made up of members from Greeley Estates and Man Mean Machine. The band released its debut track, FMFY, in December 2016 with a production by John Fieldman. Dead followed up with its first radio single, Anti-Everything, on February 3rd, 2017, with an exclusive premiere on Sirius XM Octane. The band is Dead with the album Recent on UNFD Records. Up next, we got Destroy Lonely. Bobby Wardell, Standamine III, known professionally as Destroy Lonely, is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter. His debut studio album, If Looks Could Kill, in 2023, peaked at number 18 on the U.S. Billboard 200. Prior to that, his 5th mixtape, No Stylist, 2022, marked his first entry on the chart at number 91. Destroy Lonely with the album Broken Heart 3. Broken Hearts 3 is the 6th mixtape by the American rapper Destroy Lonely. It was released through Opium and Interscope Records on September 19, 2025. The mixtape serves as a sequel to his 3rd mixtape, 3, in 2020, and its deluxe edition, 3.5, in 2020. It serves as a follow-up to his 2nd studio album, Love Lasts Forever, in 2024. The mixtape was preceded by the lead single Jumanji on September 12, 2025. Opium label mate Ken Carson makes the album's sole guest appearance on the track Open It Up. Destroy Lonely is on Opium Interscope Records. The Divine Comedy. The Divine Comedy are a pop band from Northern Ireland, formed in 1989, and the frontman by Neil Hannon. Hannon has been the only constant member of the group, playing in some instances all of the non-orchestral instrumentation except drums. The band has released 12 studio albums between 1996 and 1999. 9 singles released by the band made the top 40 of the UK singles chart, including the 1999 top 10 hit National Express. A Divine Comedy. The album is called Rainy Sunday Afternoon. Sounds like about what I'm experiencing here at the BEATAFTERBEAT Studios. Rainy Sunday Afternoon is the 13th studio album by Northern Irish pop band The Divine Comedy. It was released on September 19th, 2025 via Divine Comedy Records in LP, CD, cassette, and digital formats. They are on Divine Comedy Records. Up next, we got Evan Greer, Evangreer. Evan Greer is an American activist, writer, and musician from Boston, Massachusetts. They are the deputy director of the nonprofit advocacy group Fight for the Future. Greer identifies as non-binary. Evan Greer with AMAB/ACAB on Get Better Records. Up next, we got The Favors. Which is Finneas, Finneas, Barrett, Barrett Barrett O'Neill, also known by his first name, Finneas, Finneas, is an American musician and actor, the recipient of numerous accolades. He has written and produced music for various artists, most notably for his younger sister, Billie Eilish. He is credited on and is credited on all of her projects by Finneas Barrett O'Neill. And the album is The Dream. The Dream is a debut studio album by the American supergroup The Favors, composed of American singer-songwriters Ash and Finneas. It was released through Dark Room Records on September 19th, 2025. And of course, it is on Dark Room Records. The Happy Fits. The Happy Fits are an indie rock independent rock band. The Happy Fits are an indie rock band from Pittstown, New Jersey. The band was formed in 2016 by lead vocalist Calvin Langman and guitarist Ross Monteth, Monteith, with the addition of Luke Davis as drummer following the release of their debut EP, Awfully Appealing. After finding unexpected success on Spotify, the band members dropped out of college to record their first full-length album, Concentrate. They have since completed multiple headlining tours and released a sophomore album, What Could Be Better, in 2020, and a third album, Under the Shade of Green, in 2022. And their album is Lovesick by the Happy Fits. No record label available. Up next, we got Hunho, Hunxho, Ibrahim Mohammed Dodo, known professionally as Hanexo, is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter. He is signed to 300 Entertainment Records. Hanexo initially rose to fame with the song Let's Get It in 2021, which spawned a remix with British rapper 21 Savage. Later that year, he released the mixtape Street Poet 2 by Hunxo, Hunxho. The album is For Her 2 on 300 Records. I Prevail. I Prevail is an American rock band formed in Southfield, Michigan, here in Motor City. Local band here in Michigan. In 2013, they released their debut EP, Heart vs. Mind, in 2014, and rose popularity from releasing a metal cover of Taylor Swift's Blank Space as a single, which eventually was certified platinum in the US. The band has since released 4 studio albums: Lifelines 2016, Trauma 2019, True Power 2022, and Violent Nature 2025. The band found success with their original material as well, with the singles Breaking Down and Hurricane performing well on rock radio, the single Bow Down being nominated for the Grammy Award for Best Metal Performance in 2018, and Trauma being nominated for the Grammy Award for the Best Album the same year. In May 2025, the band announced the departure of vocalist Brian Burkheiser. I Prevail. The album is called Violent Nature on Fearless Records. Up next, we have Igor, Igorrr. His real name is Gauter, Gautier, Gauter Serre, Serre, better known as his stage name Igor, is a French musician under the Igor alias. He combines a variety of desperate genres, including black metal, breakcore, and trip hop, into a singular sound. Serre, Serre, is also part of the group's Corpormente. The Igor project became a full band with the addition of vocalist J.B. LaBelle, drummer Sylvian Boiver, guitarist Martin Clement, and bassist Erwin Kasperson. And the album is called Amen. Amen is the 5th studio album by French multi-instrumentalist Igor. It was released on September 19, 2025 as a digital download and 12-inch LP. Up next, we got J Electronica. J Electronica. Oh, by the way, Igor, the album Amen is on Metal Blade Records. Up next, we have J Electronica. El Padero Electronica. Allah, Allah, known professionally as J Electronica, is an American rapper and record producer. Born and raised in New Orleans, he first saw recognition with the release of his debut mixtape, Act 1, Eternal Sunshine, in 2000. 7. Its success, along with his standalone single Exhibit C, led American rapper Jay-Z to sign Electronica to his Rock Nation label. Following a multi-label bidding war in 2010, his debut studio album, A Written Testimony in 2020, was met with critical acclaim and entered the Billboard 200 at number 12. It was followed by his second album, Act 2, The Patience of Nobility, in 2020. In October of that same year, his guest performance on Kanye West's 2021 song Jesus Lord marked his first entry on the Billboard Hot 100s. Jay Electronica with A Written Testimony, Leaflets on Rock Nation Records. Up next, we have Joan Sheely. Joan Sheely, Shelley, is an American indie folk musician from Louisville, Kentucky. The album's called Real Warmth on No Quarter Records. Up next, we have Kieran Ebden and William Tyler Quartet. Kieran Miles David Hebden, known as Fortet, T-E-T, is an English electronic musician. He came to prominence as a member of the post-rock band Fridge before establishing himself as a solo artist with charting and critically acclaimed albums such as Rounds 2003, Everlasting Static 2005, and There Is Love in You in 2010. In addition to his 12 studio albums as Fortet, Hebden's work includes a number of improvisational works with jazz drummer Steve Reed and collaborations with Burial and Thom Yorke. Fortet. The album's called 41 Longville Street, late 80s on Eat Your Own Ears Recordings. There's a new record label for you. Eat Your Own Ears Recordings. And welcome to New Release Tuesdaze. This is a pre-recorded show. Up next, we got Kitty. Kitty is a Canadian heavy metal band from London. Very good band, by the way. London, Ontario. The band was formed in 1996 by guitarist Colin Bowman, drummer Mercedes Landers, with guitarist and vocalist Morgan Lander and bassist Tanya Chandler. During the following year, Morgan and Mercedes have remained the band's sole constant members. Collectively, their material, released via independent record labels, has sold over 2 million copies worldwide. Kitty is back with Spit 25. Spit 25. Spit 25 is the fifth extended play EP by the Canadian heavy metal band Kitty. Released on September 19, 2025 through Sumerian Records, conceived to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the band's debut album Spit in 2000. The EP consists of re-recordings of 4 of the album's songs. With Kitty's current lineup, the EP's recording saw Kitty reunite with Garth Richardson, who produced the original album in 1999. Here's a look at Kitty's new album. Again, Kitty's album is out now in your face. The album is called Spit 25 on Sumerian Records. Up next, we got Laser Dim 700. Keyshawn Hamilton, known professionally as Laser Dim 700, is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter from Georgia. He is also known for his off-the-dome style of rapping and his beats, which often feature chaotic 808s. He has been described by Complex as young nudie crossed with Playboy Cardi and Atlanta's most chaotic and fun new rapper. His debut studio album, Keeping It Cloudy, was released on December 18th, 2024. His second studio album, Sins Aloud, was released on July 1st, 2025 by Laser Dim 700. The album is called Gangway on Laser Dim 700 Records. Lefty Gunplay is the band or artist. Lefty Gunplay. Franklin Scott Holiday, better known by his stage name Lefty Gunplay, is an American rapper from Los Angeles, California. Born and raised in Baldwin Park, Holiday is signed to Jason Martin's label Diamond Lane Music Group, as well as OTR Records as of 2004. He has released 4 albums, including Rookie of the Year and Most Valuable Gangbang. He gained recognition for his feature on Kendrick Lamar's GNX single TV Off by Lefty Gunplay. His album is called Ghetto Heisman, Heisman, on OTR Records. Up next, we got Leth Ross, Leith. Leth Ross is a Canadian indie rock singer, independent again, songwriter, and guitarist based in Winnipeg. They recorded their debut EP, Motherwell, in 2020 while studying at Humber College and subsequently found success on TikTok, most prominently with the song We'll Never Have Sex in August 2021. In 2022, they were signed to Interscope and Republic Records. They have toured both nationally and internationally with Lord Huron and Andy Sheff, SHAUF, and Helena Dellen, DELAND, and received the inaugural John Prine Songwriter Fellowship at the 2022 Newport Festival. Their debut album, To Learn, was released on May 19, 2023. Leith Ross, Leith, with the album I Can See the Future. I Can See the Future is the second studio album by Canadian indie rock singer-songwriter Leith Ross. It was released on September 19, 2025 via Republic Records in LP, CD, and digital formats. On Republic Records, Leon Vinehall, Vinehall. Leon Vinehall is a British artist and producer. He released his second album, Rare Forever, on April 30th, 2021 via Ninja Tune. The album was called Daytona Yellow in Daytona Yellow on Ooze Incorporated. Up next, we got Lola Young. Lola Emily Mary Young is an English singer. She is best known for her 2024 hit Messy, her first charting song, which topped the UK's hits chart. The album's called I'm Only Fucking Myself. On Island Records. Up next, we got Motion City Soundtrack. Motion City Soundtrack is an American rock band formed in Minneapolis, Minnesota in 1997. The band's lineup consists of vocalist and guitarist Justin Peer, lead guitarist Joshua Kane, keyboardist Jesse Johnson, bassist Matthew Taylor, and drummer Tony Thaxton. Over the course of their career, the group has toured heavily and released their studio album. The majority of an independent label, Epith Records, EPITAPH. Band sound usually described as punk and or EMO makes notable use of Moog synthesizer. Here mainly handles the band's lyrics, which often touch on themes of anxiety, alienation, relationships, and self-destructive behavior. Sounds appropriate for these times in the world. And the album is called The Same Old Wasted World. Same Old Wasted World. It's the seventh studio album by American rock band Motion City Soundtrack, produced by Sean Keefe. The album was released on September 19, 2005 by Epith Records. The album comes after a protracted 10-year absence, marking their longest gap between records. They mainstays the 2000s emo scene decided to disband after their last album, 2015's Panic Station. They reunited in the 2020s for a series of anniversary tours. The record includes guest vocal spots from Fall Out Boy's Patrick Stump, Citizens, Matt Herzek's Kerekes, and Sincere Engineers Deanna Bellows. Here's the latest from Motion City Soundtrack, their latest album. And they are, again, Epith Records. EPITAPH. Up next, we got Mum, M-U-M. Mum is an Icelandic indie electronic band whose music is characterized by soft vocals, electronic glitch, beats, and effects, and is in a variety of traditional and unconventional instruments. Their album is called History of Silence. History of Silence is the 8th studio album by Iceland. Band Mum. It was released on September 19, 2005 via More Music in CD, cassette, and digital formats. New release by Mum. On More Music, M-O-R Music. Up next, we got one of my favorite bands, Nation of Language. You can find Nation of Language in BEATAFTERBEAT's creative playlist. Don't forget to check out BEATAFTERBEAT's creative playlist. I do list on the daily. I am constantly building my empire music channel. Nation of Language is an American indie independent pop rock and pop band and formed in Brooklyn, New York, 2016. The group consists of Ian Richard, Aidan Noel, and Alex McKay. Michelle Sue Boy, POI, was the bassist prior to the band's 2002 tour. Nation of Language is back with the album Dance Called Memory. Dance Called Memory is the 4th studio album by the American indie pop band Nation of Language. It was released on September 19, 2025 via Sub Pop and LP, CD, and digital formats. And they are on Sub Pop Records. Up next, we got a New Dad. New Dad are an Irish indie rock band from Galway, formed in 2018. The music has been compared to The Cure and just mustered by N Magazine. Magazine wrote about the group. The band uses personality with political but honest lyrics, colorful visuals, components, and messages about coping with the painful formative experiences. The group have appeared in Glastonbury Festival, All Points East, a Pitchfork Music Festival in Paris, and Lollapalooza. New Dad's new album is called Alter. Alter is the 2nd studio album by the Irish indie rock band New Dad. It was released on September 19, 2025 via Fair Youth and Atlantic Records in LP, CD, and digital format. Here you go. You can see the album. There is your album cover. That is by New Dad on Fair Youth and Atlantic Records. Nine Inch Nails is back. Nine Inch Nails, commonly abbreviated as NIN, is an American industrial rock band formed in Cleveland, Ohio in 1988. Its members are singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and producer Trent Reznor, and his frequent collaborator Atticus Ross, ATTICUS. Reznor was previously the only permanent member of the band until Ross became an official member in 2016. The band's debut album, Pre-Hate Machine, in 1989, was released via DVT Records after disagreements with DVT Records over how the album would be promoted. The band signed with Interscope Records and released the EP Broken 1992, followed by the albums The Downward Spiral, 1994, and The Fragile in 1999. Their new album is called, well, their new album actually is not an album. I believe Nine Inch Nails is on the upcoming original motion picture Tron Ares, ARES soundtrack. Nine Inch Nails is on the soundtrack Tron. Tron Ares is a soundtrack album to the 2025 film of the same name, with 24 tracks featuring music by American industrial rock and Nine Inch Nails. Music was written, arranged, produced, mixed, programmed, and performed by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, and is their first film score where they are credited under their band's Monkeer, MONIKER, instead of their individual names. For new Nine Inch Nails, you can catch them on the newest movie Tron Ares soundtrack. And they are on Interscope, Walt Disney now, and the Null Corporation Records. Ocean Valley. Ocean Valley is an Australian alternative psychedelic rock band from the Northern Beaches. The band is made up of Baden Dongdale, Angus Goodwin, Mark Garbrith, Mitch Garbrith, Gil Brith, GALBRAITH on guitar, Nick Brown bass, and Tom Bryan on drums. Their style of music has been described as cruisy rock and reggae fusion by Ocean Valley. The album is called Love Ballroom. Love Ballroom is the first studio album by Australian band Ocean Alley. The album was announced in June 2025 along its title track and released on September 19, 2025. And they are on Community Music. Next we have Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost are a British Gothic metal band formed in Halifax, West Yorkshire in 1988. They are considered to be among the pioneers of the death doom era and regarded as the main influence for their later Gothic metal movement. In 2005, Paradise Lost have sold over 2 million albums worldwide. Their album is called Ascension. Ascension is the 17th studio album by British Gothic metal band Paradise Lost, released on September 19, 2025 through Nuclear Blast Records. It is the first studio album of new material by Paradise Lost since Obsidian OBSID in 2020, marking the longest and studio albums in the band's career. It is also their last album to feature drummer Guido Montani. Montanarini, who appeared on Icon 30 in 2023 and left Paradise Lost in May 2025. Ascension by the band Paradise Lost on Nuclear Blast Records. Up next, we got Sammy Virgie, Virji. Sammy Virgie is an English DJ and record producer born in London. He grew up in Whitney and attended Newcastle University before dropping out to pursue his music career. His 2020 album, Spice Up My Life, charted at number 7 on the UK Dance Albums chart after releasing a remix of Hurry, Piri, and Tommy's On and On. He released If You Need It, which charted at number 85 on the UK Singles chart. His earlier works belonged to the bassline genre, but his later works were UK garage and Virgin, with the album Same Day Queenie on Capitol Records. Sarah McLachlan is back. Sarah McLachlan is a Canadian singer-songwriter. As of 2015, she had sold over 40 million albums worldwide. Collins' best-selling album to date is Surfacing in 1997, for which she won 2 Grammy Awards and 4 Juno Awards. In addition to her personal artistic efforts, she founded the With Fair Tour, which showcased female musicians. Sarah McLachlan with Better Broken. Better Broken is the 10th studio album by the Canadian singer-songwriter Sarah McLachlan. It was released on September 19, 2025 by Concord Records. Wednesday is an American alternative rock band from Asheville, North Carolina, signed to Dead Oceans. The band consists of Carly Hartzman, M.J. Lenderman, Danny Clemens, Alan Miller on drums, Ethan Beachtold, Beachtold on bass, and Jake Poe, Pugh on guitar. The band's style has been described as a mixture of shoegaze, noise rock, and alternative country, while their lyrical content has been praised for its storytelling about life in the American South. And that is the band Wednesday with the album Leads. Leads is the 6th studio album by American rock band Wednesday, released on September 19, 2025 on Dead Oceans. Produced by Alex Farrar, Farrar, who had worked with the band on their previous studio albums Twin Plagues in 2021 and Rat Saw God in 2023. The album was preceded by the singles Elderberry Wine and Wound Up Here, Pick Up That Knife, and Bitter Every Day. It is Wendy's newest album, and they are in Dead Oceans Records. Welcome to the show, everyone. This is a pre-recorded BEATAFTERBEAT new Release Tuesdaze. And we're just moving right along here. Take a little break. We are just taking a little break here. Hope everyone's having a good evening. On a little break here. And we are back. Let's see, where do we leave off here? Wicca Phase Springs Eternal. Adam Willie, MCLLWEE. Often known as Wicca Phase Springs Eternal. WPSE is an American musician from Akron, Pennsylvania, beginning his career as a member of the rock band Tiger's Jaw. He soon began pursuing a solo career with a sound-based hip-hop, emo, and witch house sound. He has worked as a member of collectives such as Goth, Bio, and Misery Club. He also played the indie rock band Pay for Pain by Wicca Phase Springs. That was called Mossy Oak Shadow on Run for Cover Records. Hope everyone can hear me okay out there. This is a pre-recorded show here at BEATAFTERBEAT. Up next, we got Amanda Shires, Shires. Amanda Rose Shires is an American singer-songwriter and fiddle player. Shires has released 7 solo albums starting in 2005's her most recent being Take It Like a Man in 2022. In 2019, she founded a country music supergroup called The High Woman alongside Brandon Carlisle, Miriam Ross, and Natalie Hemby, HEMBY. Has also performed as a member of the Texas Playboys, Thrift Store Cowboys, and Jason Isbell in the 400 unit, as well as in a duo with Rod Pickott. Along with Jason Isbell is the fourth 400 unit. Shires won the Grammy Award for Best American Album for their 2017 album, The Nashville Sound by Amanda Shires. Again, I'm not very good with people's names. Apologize for butchering some of these names. And the album's called Nobody's Girl on ATO Records. Up next, we got Amorphous, Amorphis. Amorphis is a thin-wind progressive metal band founded by Jan Reckberger and Tony Vazzari in 1990. Initially, the band was a death metal act, but on later albums, they evolved into playing other types of music, including progressive metal, folk metal, and melodic death metal. They frequently use the Galathea, the epic poem of Finland, as a source of their lyrics. Like Amorphous, the album's called Borderline on Rhyming Phoenix Music. Up next, we got Biffy Clyro. Biffy Clyro, Clyro. Biffy Clyro is a Scottish rock band in Kilmarnock in 1995. The band is composed of Simon Neil and twin brothers James and Ben Johnson. During live performances, the trio are joined by longtime touring members Mike Bernard and Patrick Cameron Ingram. Biffy Clyro with the album Fatigue on 14th Floor Warner Records. Up next, we got Kate LeBon, T-H-E-E LeBon. Kate LeBon is a Welsh musician, songwriter, and record producer. She sings in both English and Welsh. She has released 6 studio albums to date in one half of the experimental music duo Drinks with her former partner Tim Presley. Her stage name is a tribute to the English musician Simon Duran. Simon Lamon's daughter is the album. That album's called Michelangelo Dying. Michelangelo Dying is an upcoming 7th studio album by Welsh singer and producer Kate LeBon. It is set to be released on September 26, 2025 by Mexican Summer Records. Coach Party. Coach Party is a British 4-piece independent rock band formed on the Isles of Wight, England in 2019. The band is composed of lead singer and bassist Jess Eastwood, guitarist Joe Perry, and Steph Morris, and drummer Guy Page. Coach Party, and their album is called Carmel on Chess Club Records. Colby Callett, C-A-I-L-L-A-T. Colby Marie Callett is an American singer-songwriter. She rose to fame on the social networking website MySpace in 2005. And her album is called This Time Around on Blue Jean Baby Records. Colby Callett, C-A-I-L-L-A-T. Doja Cat. Amelia Retina Zango, known professionally as Doja Cat, is an American rapper, singer, songwriter, and record producer. A budding artist, she is often dubbed the Queen of Pop Rap. She began making and releasing music on SoundCloud as a teenager. Her song So High caught the attention of RCA Records, with whom she signed a recording contract prior to the release of her debut extended play, Her, in 2014. Doja Cat. And the album is called VIE. V is the upcoming fifth studio album by American rapper and songwriter Doja Cat, scheduled to be released on September 26, 2025, through RCA Records. The album features Doja's return to pop music with themes of love, romance, and sex, and is 80s inspired. It was recorded in a 3-year period at Marvel Studios, based in France. The album's lead single, Jealous Type, was released on August 21st, 2025. It's Doja Cat with being no record label. Dying Wish is the band. Dying Wish is an American metalcore band from Portland, Oregon. The band consists of vocalist Emma Poster, guitarist Sam Reynolds, and Pedro Carrillo, drummer Jeff Yambra, and bassist John Mackey. Dying Wish with the album Flesh Stays Together on Sharp Tone Records. Fred Armisen, Armisen, Armisen. Robert Armisen is an American comedian, actor, musician, and songwriter. His comedy partner, Gary Brownstein, he has co-created and co-starred in the IFC sketch comedy series Portland DI. He also co-created and starred in the mockumentary IFC series documentary Now, and the Showtime comedy series Base 8. Fred Armisen, his album is 100 Sound Effects on Drag City Records. Up next, we got Geese. Geese are an American rock band formed in 2016 in Brooklyn, New York. The band currently consists of Carmen Winter, Emily Green, Dominic voice, Max Basin. During live performances, the band is joined by keyboardist Sam Rebez, R-E-B-A-Z-E. It is Geese, it is Geese, and their album is called Getting Killed. Getting Killed is the upcoming fourth studio album by American rock band Geese. It is scheduled to be released on September 26, 2025 through Pariston Records and Play It Again Sam as the full-length follow-up to their 2003 album 3D Country, as well as frontman Carmen Winter's 2014 solo album Heavy Metal. It has been preceded by the singles Taxes and Trinidad and 100 Horses. Getting Killed by Geese on Pariston Records, P-A-R-G-I-S-A-N. And we have Glaive, Glaive, Ash Blue, known professionally as Glaive. Glaive is an American singer-songwriter. After posting a string of hyper pop songs to SoundCloud during the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic that earned him a following, he signed a record deal with Interscope Records and released his debut extended play Cypress Grove in 2020. His debut album, I Care So Much That I Don't Care At All, was released in 2023. His second album, May It Never Falter, was released in 2024. His third, Y'all, is set to release in September of this year. Glaive, Glaive. No record label pronounced. Hardy is the singer Michael Wilson Hardy, known mononymously as Hardy, is an American country music singer and songwriter. He has written songs for Florida Georgia Line, Chris Lane, Blake Shelton, Dallas Smith, Thomas Wright, Rhett, RHETT, Morgan Wallen. He has released 3 studio albums for Big Loud Records: A Rock in 2020, A Mockingbird and The Crow in 2023, and Quit in 2024. He, as well as 3 collaborative mixtapes: Mixtape Volume 1, 2019, Mixtape 2, Volume 2, 21, and Mixtape Volume 3, Dip Tape 2024. The singles Give Heaven Some Hell, One Beer, Wait in the Truck, and Truck Bed charted in the US, Canada, and his album The Mockingbird and the Crow topped the country music charts in early 2023 by Hardy. And his album is called Country Country. Country is an upcoming 4th studio album by American singer-songwriter Hardy, set to be released on September 26, 2025. The album marks a return to country music for Hardy after exploring rock on his 2nd album, The Mockingbird and The Crow, and more fully exploring the sound of his most recent album, Quit. Artists featured on the album include Ernest and Stephanie Wilson Jr. And there's Hardy's new album, Country Country by Hardy. No record label pronounced. Honey, H-U-N-N-Y. Honey is an American rock band from Newbury Park, California. Formed in 2014, the band currently runs as a solo project of frontman Jason Yarger. Their album is called Spirit. No record label announced. Jeffrey Scott Tweedy is an American musician, songwriter, author, and record producer, best known as the lead vocalist and guitarist for the band Wilco. Tweedy, originally from Belleville, Illinois, began his music career in high school with his band, The Plebes, P-L-E-B-E-S, along with Jay Farrar, F-A-R-R-A-R, also in the band. The Plebes later became the alternative country band Uncle Tubello, T-E-L-O. Jeffrey Tweedy, Twilight Override. Twilight Override is the upcoming 5th studio album by American musician Jeff Tweedy, scheduled to be released on September 26, 2025 via DB Records. It is a triple album on DBPM Records. Joy Crooks, I believe that's how you spell. Joy Elizabeth Crooks, C-R-O-O-K-E-S, is a British singer-songwriter. She incorporates details about relationship, self-reliance, her culture, her Southland roots, and her identity in her music. Crooks has released 18 plays since 2017 and was nominated for the Rising Star Award and the 2020 Brit Awards. Her debut studio album, Skin, was released in October 2021 to wide critical acclaim and reached the top 5 in the UK by Joy Crooks. And her album is called Juniper. And she is on Speakerbox Records, Insanity Records. Keon West is back. And you heard that right, Keon West. He is an American rapper, singer, songwriter, and record producer, one of the most prominent figures in hip hop. He is known for his varying musical styles and polarizing culture and political commentary. After dropping out of college to pursue a music career, Keon West began producing for regional artists in the Chicago area. As an in-house producer for Rockefeller Records, he co-produced albums such as Jay-Z's The Blueprint in 2001. Before signing with the label, as a recording artist, West's debut studio album, College Dropout in 2004, was met with critical acclaim, yielding the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 one single, Slow Jams. He topped chart 4 other occasions with the singles Gold Digger in 2005, Stronger in 2007, E.T. and Carnival in 2004. Keon West is back with Bully. Bully is the upcoming 12th studio album by American rapper Keon West. He announced the album in September 2024 and released multiple works in progress versions with different track lists via Twitter in March 2025. These versions feature guest appearances from Peso Pluma, Playboy Cardi, and Ty Dolla $ign. 3 songs from the album were released as an extended play EP on June 20, 2025, with 2 more songs being released on June 2027 or June 27th. The full album is expected to be released on September 26, 2025, via cover New Keon West. This is New Release Tuesdaze with your host, BEATAFTERBEAT. Free recording video. Up next, we got Kaylee Bell. Kaylee Bell is a New Zealand singer-songwriter. In 2013, she won the Toyota Star Marker Award in Australia. Bell opened for Brad Paisley on his world tour in New Zealand show late in 2022. Kane Brown on his Australia and New Zealand arena tour November 2024, and was support act for Ed Sheeran on his Mathematics World Skating Tour in 2023. Bell shot to fame on Voice Australia performing her hit single Keith to Coach Keith Urban. The song reached number 12 on the U.S. Billboard chart and was certified gold record in Australia and New Zealand by Kaylee Bell. Her album is called Cowboy Up on Kaylee Bell. On her own label. Kaylee Bell's Cowboy Up. Lady A. Lady A, known until 2020 as Lady Antebellum, is an American country music group formed in Nashville, Tennessee in 2006. The group is composed of Hillary Scott, Charles Kelly, and Dave Haywood. Scott is the daughter of country music singer Nina Davis, and Kelly is the brother of pop singer Josh Kelly. The band abbreviated the name to Lady A in June 2020 during the George Floyd protest in an attempt to fight the name's association with slavery in the antebellum South. causing a dispute with black blues and gospel singer Anita White, who had been using the name Lady A for more than 20 years. Lady A's new album is On This Winter's Night, Volume 2. The Living End. The Living End is an Australian punk rock band from Melbourne, formed in 1994. Since 2002, the line consists of Chris Chaney, Scott Owen, and Andy Strachan. Strachan. The band rose to fame in 1997 after the release of their EP Second Solution, Prisoner of Society, which peaked at 4 on the Australian ARIA singles chart. They have released 8 studio albums, 2 of which reached the number 1 spot on the ARIA albums chart, The Living End and State of Emergency. They have also achieved chart success in the US and United Kingdom. The Living End with their album I Only Trust Rock and Roll at BMG Records. And last but not least, here at Release Tuesdaze, it's been a busy evening. I must say, the Marcus King Band is a southern rock blues band in South Carolina, formed in 2013. The Marcus King Band, Darling Blue, is the album on American Republic Records. And we will leave you off with Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is an American singer-songwriter, producer, and actress, dubbed the song group Supreme. Carey is known for 5-octave vocals range, singing style, singer use of the whistle register, and diva persona. Influential figure in music, she was ranked the 5th greatest singer of all time by Rolling Stone in 2023. Mariah Carey is back with Here For It All. Here For It All is the upcoming 16th studio album by American singer-songwriter Mariah Carey. The album is set to be released on September 26, 2025. Through her own imprint, Mariah and media company Gamma, its first single, Type Dangerous, was released on June 5th, 2025, followed by Sugar Sweet on July 25th, 2025. There you have it. There you have it for the new releases. Quite a bit going on here. We've covered this evening. We've accomplished 38 new releases here at BEATAFTERBEAT, New Release Tuesdays. 38 new releases this week for New Release Tuesdays. I'm your host, BEATAFTERBEAT. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Please share out this premiere. Please like, subscribe, all those wonderful things that you guys do out there. I am international. I I am around the world as well. Thanks to all my supporters out there. You know who you are. Another Beat After Beat presentation. See you guys at the premiere. Welcome to those premieres. A little over an hour into this week's new Release Tuesdaze. A little over an hour. Covered 38 new releases. Starting to get busy, folks. Starting to get busy in the music industry. Starting to get a little busy out there. So if you missed the show, please rewind. Check out all the new releases I presented this evening. And we will see you at the premiere, 8 p.m. Tuesday evening. This Tuesday coming up. I believe that is the 23rd. 23rd of September. And wouldn't you know it? It will be the first day of autumn when we see this show premiere. First day of autumn, September 23rd, as well as the world premiere of New Release Tuesdaze on the 23rd. What a wonderful time this is going to be. Can't wait to see you guys for the premiere. See y'all in the chat. This is the Beat After Beat presentation. See you Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, USA. Please tell everyone, share the video. This is a Beat After Beat presentation. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you for showing up. This is a pre-recorded show. Many blessings. Thank you all for the love and support out there. See you at the premiere.